guess you all can see the question. So, जिनके आंसर आते जाएं वो चैट में डाल सकते हैं, पर्सनल चैट में. And you can discuss the question also, how you went about solving this question. So I've started getting the answers from some of you. Okay, so those who have tried doing this, what is the approach they are following? Whatever question part you could do, please discuss with me so that we can proceed further. Unmute yourself and switch on your video and then talk to me.
Sir,
Yes?
wait, but what I've tried is y minus 1. Actually, y is the original price of that food.
So, okay, Ashish, what strikes to you is y. Y is the original price because x they are used already.
Yes, sir.
So, your original price is y, okay?
So, sir, the first equation we form is that 441 is equals to 1 minus x into 1 plus x into y minus 1.
You are saying that original price is y. Let's say this is y.
Yes, sir.
And then you are saying y into
Sir,
1 minus x %.
yes, sir. 1
No,
plus
first
x.
this is the price, so it becomes 1 plus x % into 1 minus x %. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This
सर ये y के साथ -1 भी कर देंगे. रुको एक सेकंड.
y minus this will be equal to 441.
Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough. What else?
सर सेकंड वाले के अंदर इस वाले टर्म का स्क्वायर ले लेंगे. जस्ट 1 minus x 1 plus x का सेकंड साइकिल में.
ओके, सो ये आपका बन जाएगा यहाँ पे फिलहाल तो 1 minus x square by 100 square. You can say that.
Yes, sir.
All right. और उसके बाद क्या बना, हमारा नया प्राइस बन गया y into 1 minus x square by 100 square. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And this is our price after first cycle, and this is further the square of that.
Yes, sir.
That's what I think you were trying to say. Now what?
Yes, sir. Sir, it's equal to that price.
Yeah.
So y into 1 minus, so bracket में 1 minus x square by 100 square भी तो है.
हाँ.
So हमने 1 minus 1 शायद कम नहीं लगाया अगर हमने y कॉमन लिया तो.
अगर y कॉमन लिया तो वो नहीं लिया ना हमने बोला y minus y into this 1 minus x square by 100 square is the price reduction.
Okay, sir.
So after reduction in the price had become y into 1 minus x square by 100 square, and this process repeats in the second cycle. So this becomes equals to 1944.81. And then you have these two equations. You can take y common in the first equation, divide the equations, get rid of y, get the value of x. Am I right?
सर डायरेक्टली हम कर लेंगे ना सर. इस वाली वैल्यू को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे 1 minus x square ऊपर वाली में से नीचे वाली में सीधे y आ जाएगा.
Okay.
x निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है ना.
All right. But even then, I feel this is a pretty lengthy approach you have followed. I can do this question orally in 10 seconds without x or y.
So we can eliminate options.
Okay, start speaking. Switch on your video first of all.
Sir, I'm on my phone. So
Okay.
we can eliminate option B and D definitely, because we know that reduction in price is 441, or then there's another cycle of reduction of price, and the final price is 1944. So if we add 41 to that, 441 to that, it will be definitely over 2000 and 2200.
So 1944.81, if you add 441, what do you get? 0.81 and then what? 44 and 41 is 85. And we have 19 plus 2, 23. 2385, am I right? 2385.81, right. So this is the price after first reduction. So before first reduction, the price will be even more than this.
Yes, sir.
And that means which options as of now are not possible? B option is
B and
ruled
D.
out, D is ruled out, but we still have C and A option. Now what?
I was a little stuck here with these two options.
But I said we can solve in 10 seconds without lifting, without using paper and pencil. Orally we can do it. Now see, if this were the answer, C option, then 2500 minus 2385.81 will be the amount of reduction.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which will be around 115. So initially I had some price, let's say P minus 441 is the first reduction. Can you imagine the second reduction? Can it be 115? Can the second reduction be 1/4 of the first reduction, approximately 1/4? Is it just possible?
No, sir.
Logically, this is just not possible, and therefore the most appropriate answer will be A option.
So एक बार last वाला फिर से repeat कर दो 2385.81.
Initial price was P, which I want to find out. After first reduction, which reduction amount was 441. So after first reduction, this is the price.
Yes, sir.
And second reduction is, let's say, R, and that gives me 1944.81. I am saying if price was 2500 initially, then R will be approximately 115. Now I am saying second reduction cannot be so small compared to first reduction, given the nature and the kind of question it is. So first reduction can't be so small compared to 441. So this is just not possible.
Yes, sir.
Logically, I am just thinking, playing with the values, and so the correct answer is A option. And let me remind you, this is an actual CAT problem. It's a very old problem, but it's a CAT problem. So if you can think like this without thinking initial price was Y or whatever you thought and solving the equations, first you form the equations and solve the equations, too lengthy. You will get the answer, but after 2 or 3 minutes or 4 minutes. All right, so our next problem is this. Yes, tell me. The second question, your answer is what's okay? Okay, one of the students has mentioned B option, others have mentioned C option. The correct answer will be C option, but what did you think? Any one of you explain? Ashish, okay.
सर अगर 100 है तो अगर 100% है लेट्स सपोज कुछ तो वो इंक्रीज होएगा और उसको डिक्रीज करने के लिए हमेशा परसेंटेज कम होगा ना उसका कुछ फ्रैक्शन.
You can take some sample example here if you so wish. Let us say initial price was 100 rupees. It was increased by 20%, it becomes 120. To get back to 100, the percentage will be less than 20%. if you decrease it by something so that you get back 100, you have to decrease by how much? 20 out of 120, which is 16.66%. So if I say P is 20%, then Q will be 16.66%. So definitely P will be more than Q. Okay. Anubhav is not able to unmute. Anubhav, raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Now do it.
सर आ गया सर समझ मैंने उल्टा ले लिया था सर उसको मैंने सोच लिया था कि जब परसेंटेज इंक्रीज होती है तो उसके बाद डिक्रीज ज्यादा से होती है सर
Okay. Here is another problem.
The B option.
Okay. And what is your thought process?
Sir, if there are 2 items that we make free on 8 items, then it contribute around 25% of that total cost.
Okay.
So sir, if we earn profit of 20% on selling 8 items and on selling 10 items, there should be a loss something because it's 25% increase because of 2 items.
So loss is in D option also given.
Sir, but it's very close, 4 and 5.
You are going by closeness of the answer. If one option was 5%, then you will be doomed.
Sir, then I will attempt that.
No. Apply the concept carefully and correctly.
Okay.
Anyone else? No one else is speaking. Why? Well, okay. I'm unmuting you.
So we can just take the cost price of one item as 10, and then since he's having a profit of 20% on each of that item, the selling price would be 12.
Okay, you're saying the cost price of each article is 10 rupees, right?
Yeah, and the selling price to be 12.
Will be 12. All right.
Then he's giving 10 items and receiving the value of the selling price for 8 only, because 2 is given for free.
He's receiving the selling price of 2 items.
I mean, he's not receiving he's giving 2 items for free.
Right.
So basically वो cost plus 8 items का वापस मिल रहा है उसे.
Okay.
So the cost price is actually 100.
Okay.
And the selling price would be 12 into 8, which is 96. So 4 rupees ka loss hai, which is 4%.
All right. You can say that. Correct. Or what you can say is, if he gives 2 items free if the customer buys 8 items, basically out of 10 items, he is getting paid for 8 items. It's a discount of 20%. These things we have covered in the class also, regular classes. It's a case of discount of 20%, isn't it? Now, if the CP is something, suppose we say CP of something is 100 rupees and is getting a profit of 20%, so his selling price would be 120, on which he's giving a discount of 20%. So minus 20% of 120 gives me 96. And that means it's a case of 4% loss. Because if the shopkeeper does not give it free, then the profit is 20%. Means if he doesn't give any discount, then he is selling currently for 120 rupees. In which case 120 is said to be the marked price. On which if he gives a discount of 20%, it brings him back to 96 rupees. And that's a 4% loss. All right. So you should be able to interpret the first line of the question correctly, that 2 items free and customer buys 8 items means it's a discount of 20%. Okay. Another problem. earlier many people were saying answer is A option, and then they probably rethought. The question was not to find out the amount. The question is to find out the total interest at the end of 7 years. So read the question carefully. It is not the amount, it is the interest which you have to find out. So total amount at the end of 7 years minus the principal will give you the interest in the entire time span of 7 years. So, who will tell me? Someone who has not yet discussed. Some new student. Okay, Vaibhav. Yes, Vaibhav.
Yes, sir. So I separately calculated the simple interest on 2 lakh rupees. Then the amount came to be 2,20,000, and then I calculated the compound interest of 2 years on that amount.
How do you find the SI wala part?
2 lakh into 2% into 5 years.
So 2 into 5 is 10% basically. 10% we can add. That gives me 2,20,000, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then what? 2% for compounding for 2 years.
Yes, sir.
So reduce it 220,000 into 1.02 square,
Yes, sir.
which you calculated.
Yes, sir. That 1.040.
That comes out to 228888 like that.
Yes, sir.
And then subtracted 2 lakh, you got 4 times 8.
No, that's visible that the total interest is 28,888.
Okay. Anyone else? Stop sending chats now. I have got it that you have got the answer as D option. So no more chats for this question. But then how did you get D option in a faster method? Ashish, I have heard you enough. So lower down your hand. Vaibhav, we have just discussed, na?
Yes, sir.
One
Yes.
more chance.
Yes, sir. No, that's the same reaction.
Okay. Lower your hands then. Someone else raise your hand if you want to say something. Orally in a few seconds. I want that. I don't want mathematical answers. Orally in 2 seconds? In a few seconds? Okay.
सर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 10% हो जाएगा 2 लाख का, तो 20,000 से समथिंग प्लस आएगा, और पर ईयर हमारे पास अराउंड 4,000 के आसपास इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, तो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट बेसिकली 8,000 से ज्यादा ही होगा. तो 20 plus 8.
20,000 plus 8,000 plus something is only one option, D option.
Yes, sir.
That's what is required. And looking at the options, I can clearly say that A and B are ruled out totally.
Yes, sir.
It's a fight between C and D options. Now, see, we can safely assume, because options are so far apart, we can safely assume that it's a SI for entire 7 years. So 14%. 14%, right? 2% into 7 is 14% is how much?
28,000.
28,000. So it will be slightly more than 28,000. It cannot be C option. Orally in 2 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever. Because of such options. Now you should see how stupid the options were. But many students earlier fell prey to the tactics or gimmicks of the examiner, that A option. They were thinking of amount. But that wasn't the question. They were asking total interest, not the total amount. Okay? Such mistakes do happen. Even in your mock exams, you must be doing such mistakes. Something was asked and you are solving something else. Some are saying B option, some are saying C, some are saying D option. Anybody left for A option? And that's the only option left. Anubhav. Do we have only 2-3 students working, rest are sleeping, or rest are not wanting to solve or not wanting to share their methods? So if there are 15 questions which are going to be discussed, I want 15 different people answering the question. Even if it's wrongly answered by you, it's okay. At least discuss. I hope I am being fair by saying so. Yes, please. Someone who has not yet discussed. So raise your hands. Anubhav, no. Sagar, okay. I'll give a chance to Sagar. Okay, Sagar, switch on your video if possible and start speaking.
Sir, I'm using my phone. So
Okay, start speaking.
if we take a total employee as 100, so 40% is a 40 employee, and 75% is a 30 employee, which are men who are getting more than 25,000
Right.
per year.
Right.
So 45% of 100 is 45. So 30 are men, so 15 are women. Total women is a 60. 15 women are getting more than 25,000. 45 women are not getting more than 25.
So 45 by 60, right? Absolutely right. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
So the others who said answers D, did they follow this method, what Sagar said? Or something else? Or did somebody do it by XYZ method? Let us say employees are X, out of them 0.4X are the number of men and blah, blah, blah. Are we still doing like that? If yes, then one should not follow this approach. What one should do is what Sagar said. If there are total 100 employees, 40 are men, so 60 are women. 75% of men means 75% of 40. That is 3/4 of 40. So it's orally calculatable that it's 30 men who earn more than 25,000. Okay. And since 45% of the employees earn more than 25,000, that means 45 employees earn more than 25,000. That means out of them, 30 were already men who were earning more than 25,000. So remaining 15 were the women who were earning more than 25,000. So out of 60 women, 15 were earning more than 25,000. That means 1/4 were earning more than 25. So what fraction were earning less than 25 or not more than 25 is the remaining fraction. That is, if 1/4 is that, the other one is 3/4. So it is clearly D option. If you can handle this kind of calculations mentally, you can do it orally. Otherwise, some tidbit portions, if you feel stuck up with, you can write down that in copies while solving the question. Otherwise, you can completely do it orally. I hope all of you are getting this.
Yes, sir.
So far, we have discussed these 5 questions. Anybody facing any problems, let me know now. Maybe we can go back to that question. If you have a doubt in that, we can discuss again. Thank you for watching this video. In case you have any queries regarding this video, you can always approach me on the mentioned email ID. Alternatively, you can also send the comments in the comment box.